Hey all, don't know what happened there. My phone, like literally without giving me any indication or notice, just dropped. So I had to come back inside and try and do it from this desktop, see how that goes, and take it from there. But yeah, so welcome to my little uh, cave, I guess you want to call it. Still kind of in process. Cat Sim, welcome back. Yeah, sorry, Cats. Like I say, I was there, and then all of a sudden, poof, just gone. My phone didn't give me any indication, just dropped right off. So, um, yeah, maybe I can even try and type some things in now. Hey, Cats. Yeah, so, Cats, do you guys have any snow there yet? Puppy. Back in, Aiden, I actually had to come down um, to my actual office here because my phone just poof, gone. So yeah, back in the studio or in my studio in my mess, as you can tell. Uh, just redid this whole thing. It wasn't even here existing. I just kind of took some leftover material and threw together an office. And because it's a desktop, I can't really show you a whole lot of it, but did the country style, or how do you say it? I can show you there. You know, the old country style with the molding there, the chair molding and all that kind of stuff, and put some unique leftover laminate floors down below. As you can see over here, I have the classic again, kind of old-fashioned wooden doors with the glass and the buttons. Made those myself for fun, for shits and giggles. Like I say, just had leftover wooden materials. So yeah, here we are. I've got a bunch of built-in shelves all over the place. But like I say, being that the desktop is, well, it's a desktop. It's a 24-inch laptop or computer. I can't really pick it up and show you anything. But yeah, so Cat's cooking supper. There you go. What you making? And anybody here, Espen, do you have snow there yet? Aiden, you got any snow kicking around where you guys are, or am I the only one that's living in the land of white? What are you doing, dog? Are you? I have my Zeus here, per se. Come on, girl. Come on. Hey, baby girl. Hey. Can't even see her because I'm wearing black, and then it's got black, and lots of snow where I live. Where do you live again, Aiden? I can't remember. And Cat's cooking pizza. Well done. Espen, yeah, about 3 inches melting now. Yeah, see, and we're the same thing here. I can try and let me see if I can find out what my weather's like here. Near Ottawa. Okay, you got snow there too, huh? So here we're -6. Well, here, let's go it this way so you guys understand a little bit more. It's 22 degrees Fahrenheit here. So, yeah. Roadhog, take care of all. I have chores to do. Yeah, chores. I know I got to go do mine soon too. My wife just sent me a message, and I got tickets again for tomorrow night's NHL hockey game with the Winnipeg Jets versus Chicago Blackhawks. Always a fun time, but pain in the ass at the same time too. So parking downtown, getting downtown is just a wish. It's exactly -6 where I live. LOL. Yeah, I think I actually have you on here. It says 19 degrees. So yeah, I put the conversion thing on here down for me. 10% chance of snow for you guys there in Ottawa. So get ready. Aiden, you got more coming. I live next to a big lake, 25 different varieties of fishes, and it gets cold in the winter. Dude, you know what? We're the same. I don't think I have that many types of fish around here, but we definitely have lots of. I live around a lot of lakes, the land of 1,000 lakes, I think is what they call it here, and yeah, we have a lot. And now, basically, because of it being so cold, pretty much everything in there is edible. Catch a lot of catfish out here. I know I was talking to Dal about that, and he's like, "Oh man, catfish, woohoo!" And but catfish are I've caught some big ones here, like 40-inch catfish, 37-inch catfish weighing over 20 pounds. We've got bass, northern pike, jackfish, walleye, trout. I can't remember them all, but yeah. Best frozen live streamer, Clash. Woohoo! Clash, 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 Clash. And then Bow. Yeah. Copy and paste the lake I live next to. Yeah. Oh, you got a boat in your garden. See, sweet. I don't live that close. Only because, well, I wasn't going to spend the money on the property to have by the water, but yeah. I'm trying to figure this out now. Metric. So if I put this in metric now, see what this does for me. And metric is 22 degrees here right now in Ottawa. Come on, phone, work with me. I want to slap the piss out of this phone sometimes. 19 degrees there where you are. Jackfish and pike for our American friends. That's right. Yep, lots of those. And in the summertime, I don't even let the jackfish or pike in my boat. I usually slap them right off with my paddle and put them back in the water because they're just slimy and gross. But yeah, got to wait a little bit longer. The ice still isn't frozen over enough to get out there, but maybe I'll show you guys too. It's almost done. We've built an ice shack out of wood that we'll put out there and leave out there for all winter. Put a lock on it. It'll be big enough to put 4 guys in it. A couple of holes, and we'll heat it up and be good to go. Yeah, Aiden. So you said -6. And for everybody else who goes on the Fahrenheit, that's 19 degrees Fahrenheit. So me too. Too many bones. The bass are great here, man, and they put up a fight. Son of a gun. No, I love them here. Big Ripper. Aiden, you got a boat. It's 4 feet long, the Big Ripper. 4 feet long or 4 feet wide? Because 4 feet long is basically like a belly boat, right? Like a big old inner tube that you just kind of sit and float around. We did a lot of that. Living out in BC, a lot of fly fishing and belly boat fishing. Quite a neat sport. Takes a whole different patience, but yeah. Oh, it's a punt boat. 4 guys, 2 holes. Is that like 2 girls, 1 cup? Yeah, no. 4 guys, 4 holes. We'll all have, we'll put in a little propane torch in there, and it'll be a lot of fun. Fly fishing is great if you know how to do it. But I tell you, up here in Canada, where I'm from, to get into fly fishing, I can tell you right now, you're looking at a minimum $700, $800 just to get the rods and try and tie all your little flies and shit like that. Yeah, no, I'd rather just get on the boat and go and have fun. Your bro is a pro. He makes his own flies and taught you. Cat, that's great, because that's one of those dying arts. You see, and we have a lot of people in the generations coming up not going to have a clue, right? So that's why I'm kind of thinking about showing some people going out in my garage and having fun. And what I want to do is get very minimal tools: circular saw, drill, square and tape measure and pencil, and what can we build, right? So you guys can kind of follow with or copy or watch the video and go out and do it and make it yourself. Because if you've got to buy a bunch of tools, it's probably just as easy to go out and buy the stuff in the store rather than making it yourself, right? Everything when it comes to recreation out here is really kind of expensive, right? Like and that's what I don't understand. Everybody puts so much money into these kinds of things. They jack up the prices and there you are, but it makes it really hard to kind of go out and have, family fun. Like I just have a small 17-foot boat with a 50 horse motor on it. I can fit 4 in there to go out fishing and stuff, but even then, you're looking at a minimum $100 just to go fishing for the day. By the time you buy your bait, you drive out there, you got to pay to launch your boat, gas for the vehicle to tow it out there and back, and yeah, like you're looking at $80 to $100. Yeah, I guess, and your beer. I don't drink when I'm out in the boat. I'm a pretty firm believer. My dad's brother, an uncle who I never met, drowned, drunk in a boat, coming back to dock, and I figured he lost control of the boat. Over he went, didn't have a life jacket on, never found him, blah, 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 right? So, and I've just seen so many lives here wrecked from just the drinking and driving and whatever it's in, whatever you're in, right? Be it boat, car, bicycle, walking, it's just, so I see the drinking for the celebration on the way back, or when I'm back, and go from there. But yeah, so, but yeah, Espen, I guess maybe for you things are a little bit cheaper out there. And once you get set up, it's really not that bad, like I say. But otherwise, it's you've almost drowned a few times, and it can happen super easy. Yeah, you know what? The best of the best can still drown, right? I had my lifeguard ticket or whatever. I never renewed it. But yeah, I don't know that I could float for, how long, and then what, right? I always wear a life jacket. Always. When I tell all the people that are in my boat with me, when I'm moving, you're wearing a life jacket. Once we get situated and stable and, we've dropped anchor and we're fishing or whatever, then you want to take it off. That's fine if it's cumbersome. But as soon as the boat goes to move again and we're on our way, life jackets are back on. And it's just, that's the way it is, Aiden, I hear you, because the lakes are so big there, right? Like you're part of all the Great Lakes, the great, Erie and all those ones. So Michigan, those lakes are huge, right? They never really warm up. The water there is probably 19 degrees even in the summer, right? So what do you do? But so but it's fun. It's fun. Pugface, #1 ice storm streamer. Yeah, Pugface, somebody else is saying that too. So I'm the #1 cold streamer. right? I've got that over Bow. I've got that over Mary and them because they don't live in the snow. They don't live in the cold, right? And guys, don't get me wrong. I don't mind winter. Winter can be fun. I like the change of things. I like the fall. I can't handle extreme heat. And that was because back in the day when I was first having the issues with my shoulder, um, Aiden, you're 1 hour north of Lake Ontario. Okay, so but see, like that's a part of the Great Lakes, and all those lakes are so damn huge that you try to go out there in a little boat like mine, you wouldn't even get out of the cold or um, out of the cove, out of the bay. That boat wouldn't be big enough. You need like a 25 or a 30 foot. Um, DIY Deb is a mile and a half away from Lake Michigan. You cannot sink, you swim. You know what? And Deb, I saw something like that, and I've seen things like that, and one of the reasons why I don't lifeguard anymore um, was a person that was exactly like that. They couldn't swim. They got out, they got past where they could be, and they started panicking and drowning, and I had to let them actually get to the point of unconsciousness. And then I pulled them up to the water, the top, and they floated like anything, like a can. Got them back to shore, resuscitated them. But the whole experience just, I guess what people call it nowadays, PTSD, right? Just don't want to deal with it anymore. So, Espen, chill out, have fun, go visit with your friend, keep in touch, man. Like I said, I'd love for you to take your camera, go live, even just show us your lot, where you live, see the boat in the garden, that kind of stuff. And yeah, it'd be great. So we'll see you later. Deb, wow, yeah, wow is a good way to say it. Like I say, it shocks you, and yeah. So, and that's another reason why I'm just so firm in that. We're going to live stream some fishing from Big Ripper as my network to the CA contribution to the CA network. Hey, you know what? Yeah, and I might actually do some of that too. I might do some small streaming from my boat when I get out there, or ice fishing, whatever I do, and just kind of piece together, little bits here and there, what it looks like, where we are, how things are going, and then throw it all together and post the video out there. Because in the cold, as you guys saw, my phone was a half-hour live stream and it was dead, like just poof. And it didn't even give me any warning or indication. So screw that. I know that won't work, and go from there. But notice how us Canadians wear our winter gear indoors. You know what? Yeah, Aiden and I came in and ran down to my computer. It's like, oh shit, I got to tell everybody what happened. But yeah, a lot of times it's just comfortable, but yeah, and I won't take off my tooth because my hair is an absolute disaster. Yeah, well, it's been better, it's been worse. But yeah, so yeah, we always wear layers, and there's a lot of people out here, you'll see them wearing, an undershirt and then a regular long shirt and then a flannel shirt on top. And you'll see them out there doing that in 40 below weather, and then you'll see them doing that like when it's hotter than all can be out there, and you're just like, what? But yeah, that's Canadian living, right? You love it or you leave it. But yeah, lots of layers. And yeah, like I say, I'll take some small videos here and there and kind of put them all together and show you guys. Just to show a lot of you guys what Canada's like. I mean, I know it looks like most people here are from Canada, except for Pugface and Espen. Aiden, you can't overdress. There's a fine balance. Absolutely, because if you dress too warm, you go outside, you sweat. And then when you sweat and that dries off, then you get a cold. And if you don't dress enough, then you're freezing and you can't focus. So you're right. And that's why I think everybody dresses in layers, right? Because then you can remove a layer. Oh, yeah, that feels good. And you're okay. Or always overdress and then strip off the layers as you need, right? And then that way, you're good to go and there's no issues. Um, but yeah, so um, like I say, that's for here. Um, I've talked to a lot of people even down in the States there where they do get snow, and their snow is not the same, right? I know for someone like Aiden, or even Kat, when you guys get close to the big lakes or the ocean, when that snow comes, damn, you can't even dress for it because it's so wet. It goes right through your clothes, right? I remember being in Vancouver. Um, my family came out from Winnipeg, and we got snow out there, and like -10 here is warm, but you give me -10 in Vancouver, and you're done. Like you're frozen solid. There's nothing you can do about it, you know. And yeah, especially out there, especially in Vancouver and the areas where you guys are on the mountains, right? Anytime Miko Max 1001, I don't dress in layers, dry, cold, easy to take. Yes. Dry, cold, you can deal with because you can protect yourself from the cold, layer yourself up, right? But you get that stuff out there by the other, out in Vancouver or places where you buy the Great Lakes and stuff. It's so humid, it goes right through you, and there's nothing you can do. You're just like, oh my God. You actually want to shoot a bear and crawl inside for the warmth, right? Try and take it easier. But Miko Max 1001, where are you from? Northern Alberta. Okay. Yeah. So it is a lot drier out there, per se, because you're not around too many big lakes, depending on where in Northern Alberta you're from. But now again, too, it's getting to be a real dry out there because of all the forestry going on, and then with the stupid pipeline and all that crap going on, there's a lot of bear stuff out there. But definitely drier, and the lakes aren't that big where it affects things, right? But yeah, so we've got Alberta here, we've got the East Coast here, we've got Kat, we got a Newfie, we got someone from Alberta, we got Ontario, we got Manitoba. All of us, right? good variety represented here from us Canucks, right? But we still have guys like Pugface, great to have him here. Aiden, I only heat with wood, so the dry indoor air drives me nuts. And there's nothing you can do about that. The only thing you can do about that, and I've seen it done, Aiden, is what you can do is, you either put your oven on or your stovetop on low with a pot of water, or you put a bowl of water and a fan. So you have your fireplace, a bowl of water, and your fan, and then you do it that way, right? Pugface gives me a big old wave. Yeah, see? And Pugface, even if you get a little bit of snow down there or whatever, it's completely different. But I'm so glad you're joining us from down south, down the States. Aiden, Canadian door blockers unite. Yeah, we're like the Transformers or something like that, eh? Yeah, and I think I was saying on yesterday's live stream there a bit that we had times here where it gets so damn cold that the city just shuts down. The schools shut down because it's too cold. The buses won't start. You're outside for more than 5 minutes, you're gonna get frostbite. Everything just kind of comes to a standstill, and you got a pot of stove on the water at all times, or a pot of water on the stove at all times. Yep. And see, Pugface, you live in an awesome place because you don't have snow, but a 30-minute drive, and you're in the snow in the mountains. Like honestly, that's something I so miss about being out in BC is the mountains. I miss the mountains, I miss the ocean, I miss those kinds of things, but I don't definitely don't miss the traffic, the congestion, the rain for 7 months out of the year. And that's one thing I really hated about Vancouver in that area is because even with natural lights inside, you buy the natural lights for indoors to give you natural daylight with your lights and everything. It's just depressing. You walk outside, rain. Walk outside, rain. Walk outside, rain. See, Pugface, I'm almost jealous. You're saying the guy beside you there sell his house for like 500,000. I'm like, maybe that's not too bad, eh? An hour from the beach, right? A half an hour drive, you're in the mountains and you've got snow. I mean, come on, bro. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. You've got a great family, an awesome supporting wife, an hour from Disneyland, an hour from Los Angeles, ideal location. See, totally. You've got an awesome supporting wife. You've been blessed now with having your nieces living with you, right? So you've got like that family. You've got the pugs. It sounds like you've got it going on, friend. 30 minutes from Palm Springs. You know, and 1 hour from Los Angeles. Yeah, I in a heartbeat, I'd love it, right? 1 foot from 5 pugs. And those dogs are great. One of my really dear friends here, he's got a pug. And I actually sent him your link, Pugface, too, when you had yours all on that little scooter riding in the house. And he loved it. He actually's like, that's totally awesome. He says, but I'm still partial to my pug, and it's my dog. Chaz says hi. But I also seen them, like they're a beautiful dog. They're small, but he was saying because of their butts and their faces, and they're a hard dog to maintain for health reasons and stuff. So, but good on you, 5 pugs. That's awesome. And you know what, Pugface, you're welcome. I don't think they're. If yeah, I mean, I just look from what I see, right? You blessed us. You showed us your house from outside with your Christmas lights. You introduced us and you showed us your 5 pugs. Um, Last night, our friends came over and they have 13 pugs. Wow, that's a lot of dogs. That's a lot of dogs. I mean, all 13 of those pugs would not have accumulated to the great Pyrenees that I had, but still, But yeah, like Pugface, you showed us your house with the lights. You took us and you showed us your 5 dogs, and you showed us your 2 nieces that you've been blessed with. And you showed us the area where you're from, and man, like you're blessed. You're blessed, and someone said on I think on the earlier stream, his family's important. Don't ever take it for granted, and that sort of thing. Man, yeah, I'm kind of jealous, but I'm not. Everybody deserves that thing in time in life. Cat M, ouch, LOL. Yeah, 13 pugs. Can you imagine? Um, I guess as long as they don't all feed off each other, because like you said, um, 13 pugs, I guarantee they have no socks left. Right? You can give them their blankets, you can give them their toys, their treats, everything else, and they still go for what's not theirs. Well, my dogs, anyways. Um, you know, um, the 13 pugs. Wow. And like I say, they don't really bark, right? Pug face. They don't, it's kind of I don't know what you'd call the noise they make. But if one starts barking and the other 12 start barking, that I think would kind of annoy me a little bit. Possibly. Yeah, I think that'd probably kind of annoy me a bit. But you know, hey, if you're, you know, Miko Max, support your local dog rescues. Yeah, I do. This one we have now, Daisy. She's a black lab collie mix. And that was kind of funny too, because we've had her for a couple of years now. And it was Father's Day. And so Father's Day, I took my two younger boys out at that time, and we had a man's day. And well, I thought it was a man's day, but my wife and my mom and daughters and stuff, they were all cooking dinner for me and my dad. But we went down to the local shelter, the local dog shelter, the SPCA here, and we met this dog Daisy that we have now. She's ours, like. But it's funny because I come home with this dog, and my boys are like, "Mom, look, we got Dad a dog for Father's Day." It's more their dog than mine, but Aiden, if one pug attacked me, I'm sure I'd survive. But 13 attacked me, I would be pug food. Well, you wouldn't have to worry about getting clean if you were dirty, because I'm sure they'd probably lick you to death. I didn't have to have a shower to wash off their licks. But yeah, my buddy's pug, Ches, she's or he's something. He's something fun. He's a hilarious dog. And always have a good time when I go and visit him. Just great to be around and have. But like I say, 13. I would have to say no. I would have to say no. Even pug face with 5. I'm sorry. That would be too much for me. And I think the only reason why is because you couldn't really take 5 dogs or 13 dogs and go on a holiday. You know what I mean? You want to go to another city for a weekend, or you want to go around, take off for a week, right? And it would cost you so much money. I could only imagine all 13 sleep on their bed with them. Yeah, see, that doesn't happen either. That doesn't happen either. And I've taught my animals very clearly. You have your own bed, and when it's nighttime, that's where I expect to see you. Not on my bed. So, yeah. Cat have one has a handful. Spoiled to death. How could you manage 13? You deserve a medal for real. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah. 4 of my 6 are rescues. Animals are a big responsibility, you know. Yeah, Aiden, see, and we had cats. And we thought, well, cats are easier because you could put out a week's supply of food for a cat and go and come back, and the cats are fine because they know how to balance it out. Dogs, you can't do that. I tried that once. I put out all the food a dog would need for a couple days. Went fishing, came back, and I just wanted to see what the response was like. Came back 6 hours later, and 2 days of dog food was gone. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. Right. So, and that's the big thing, and I can't take the dog with me. I can't take them when I go places because a lot of places won't do it. Wife is a radiologist and husband is a lawyer, so they can afford 13 pugs. They are indeed expensive. It's not really about the cost when you have them on your own. Like I say, could you imagine? And I guess if the wife's a radiologist and the husband's a lawyer, but can you imagine if you want to go off for a week, the cost it would be to have 13 dogs taken care of, unless you don't mind and you have somebody come and live in your house while you're gone. So the dogs are in their environment. But could you imagine putting in like a doggy daycare for a week? 13 pugs? That I know up here it's like $50 a day. So 13 pugs, that'd be like $650 a day. You want to go off for a week? Math, that's what, $4,450. Wow. Just to have your animals taken care of while you're gone. So nope, I couldn't do it. I used unsalted flour and pumpkin seeds as treats for my 3 dogs. Yep. Cat says a whole month's pay right there. Just to have your dogs taken care of when you want to go away for a week, right? It's like, what? You know, but I mean, I guess that's one of those things you probably think of before you take on that commitment, or I hope you would, right? I mean, yeah, it's a big commitment, a big responsibility, you know, and I'd love to. I mean, I could be Old MacDonald and have a whole farm, really. I would love it, but at the end of the day, oh, sorry guys, I just couldn't financially afford it, and it wouldn't be fair to them. So why would you? Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to do what I can't afford. So Aiden, cat face. So you're definitely a cat person, and you don't get free. I mean, the cats that we had here as well, we got them from the Humane Society, and they both ended up. They were brothers. We adopted 2 because I went to get one. I was like, can't have just one. I mean, why would I leave the brother? And which one do I choose? So took them both home. And it's funny because they name the animals before you get them. So we had these 2 cats we picked up from the Humane Society here, and they called them Bert and Ernie. So we kept Bert and Ernie. Had them for about 6 years. Ernie passed away from this rare bladder infection, and we thought, what the heck? And his brother died probably less than a year later of the same thing. So, yeah. We have beautiful Daisy now, wherever she is. Can't whistle, it's so dry in my house right now. There's my baby girl. You come up. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby girl. Come on. Come on. Here's your good girl. Oh, you're good girl. Yes, hey. Yeah. 3 of my cats are from the same litter. Spend most of my time on my back from chronic pain and need them for your sanity. Oh, Miko, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, my Daisy. She actually, it's funny too because she has a tux. She's got a white chest. So it looks like she's wearing a tux. It's kind of funny. Come on, baby girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's see if we can turn you around. Ooh. She doesn't like that. Ooh. Okay, off you go. Off you go. Off you go. Didn't like that. So, anyways, yeah, she's got a cute little tux on. I'll try to take a picture of her later. We're gonna have to grab her and maneuver her around. But so, Miko, you spend most of the time on your back from chronic pain. Wow. Feel bad for you, you know. Kudos, heads up. I don't know if that's something that's, going to be forever for you or just a temporary thing, but I can only hope and pray that it gets better for you. I'm going to try and move this back a little bit. There we go. So yeah, guys, going to keep on looking for, when you see me looking down over here, I'm checking my phone to see if there's any more updates from Bao or James at all, because kind of concerned. You know, it's kind of weird because James was like, "Yep, going to prison today," and then comes back on later. Nope, not today. Maybe tomorrow or next week, and posting bond. And um, yeah, Aiden, absolutely right. Chronic pain is no joke. I suffered with that for a few years with my shoulder, and as you can see, what I'm doing right now, I probably shouldn't do because of the surgery I had. I just had a fifth one, um, and I got to watch how I move things so I don't damage it more. But yeah, I am getting addicted to medication. It was really bad, and I ended up um, seeing a doctor in the hospital for just a regular checkup. Um, and I ended up calling my wife and said, I hate to break the news to you, but I'm staying here in the hospital. Um, the doctor that saw me at that time agreed with me that it was crazy. I was taking up to 160 milligrams of hydromorphone a day. And to the average person, 10 milligrams, I give it to you now. I'll come and see you in 24 hours and say how you feeling, and you'll tell me how high you were and what kind of ride it was. And I was taking 160 a day. And so I talked to the doctor and I called my wife and said, "Hon, I'm not coming home. I'm staying in the hospital. I'm going to check myself into the addictions ward here and get off this stuff." And decided to stay in the hospital because having three young kids at home, I thought, if I go through any kind of withdrawals, sweating, puking, passing out, bitchiness, didn't want my kids to see their dad that way or be a part of seeing that kind of thing. So I figured, well, you know what? I'm just going to stay in the hospital and do it. And very blessed, I was able to get off the medication fairly fast. And yeah, found other ways to do it. Yeah, hydromorphs messed up your cousin. Yeah, messes up a lot of people, and like I say, and I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of it or preach or anybody like that, but I believe in a creator. I believe in a God, and it was only by His grace. Took me 8 days. They figured 3 weeks to get off that medication, and I went from 160 milligrams a day down to zero. A feat I only could have done because of um, someone looking down on me per se. Like I said, I'm not going to get into preachy. I don't want to get anybody, all freaked out and here we go. But yeah, and so now and again, and I'm waiting to hear back from my the pain clinic here. I'm doing shoulder shots. They go in with a long needle. They start at your spine and they go all the way down through. So if you can imagine the spine on my back, they go all the way down through and they put a needle in underneath the shoulder socket and they freeze it. It's the same kind of freezing they use when they freeze your mouth and dentists use, like a Fluoridor. And I'm good for however long, typically a month, maybe a little bit longer. Depends on how many times my shoulder dislocates. And cats wow. Yeah, like I say, I only did it because I had help, and my kids and wife did come and see me. But there was always a set time. It was regulated so that they didn't see me in any kind of fits or rages or that kind of stuff. I actually didn't puke
I did sweat like a banshee. I lost probably about 20 pounds just from sweating, you know. But it was good. It was good. Been down 8 years and will be this way the rest of my life. Oh, Miko. Wow. Cat and one tough cookie, huh? Tough or determined, you know? Aiden, I'm not a religious person, but we'll be honest. Religion helped my cousin get clean. I don't care what people's religious beliefs are, as long as they are good people. See, and that's my thing, Aiden. Everybody on here, the last thing I want to do is be preachy. If you ask, I'll answer. Um, like I say, I'm a God fearing man, but I'm not going to knock on your door. I'm not going to put you in a corner and preach it at you and force it on you because it's something that you have to personally experience or want to or believe. And I'm not going to force it down you. So, you know, Cats M, your pizza's got to be close to being done, huh? And was it homemade or did you just cheat like most of us nowadays and buy it and cook it? We got this place down the street here from me where they make it. You take it home and bake it, and it is best, the best pizza. And the prices that it is I mean, we did it one time. We bought a bunch of individual pizza shells and all the stuff, the sauce and pepperonis and stuff you throw on them, and figure we'll have one day where we'll all make our own pizzas and have fun as a family thing, right? And it actually cost me almost twice the price it would be to just actually go down and buy it and throw it in the oven. Same ingredients, but it was one of these things where you can't put a price tag on memories, right? And so having that fun time making the stuff with the kids and letting them be creative was an absolute hoot. 10 times the work. But it's a memory, right? So, LOL, just got out. Delicio pizzas, haha. There you go. Your son says hi. Hey, son. Welcome. You'll find my live streams are very family oriented most of the times. Not a lot of swearing, that kind of stuff. Typically quite clean, unless it's really late at night, and then no holes barred, right? Anything goes. So I accept that what happened in my 20s and it started bothering me in my 30s, and you're 61. Some people take offense to preachers. I never have. I've always seen them as trying to help people. It's hard to get mad at them. Oh, okay, Kat. So the time here right now is 3:52 p.m. Miko, good for you. I don't know if it's a degenerative thing, if it was by accident. All I know is that since my brother passed away, I've always, always, always done my best to try and find the silver lining. Why did this happen? What's going on? And I really don't think we have the right to know a lot of times. We'll find out one day, sooner or later. Hit in the chest and then deteriorated from there. Dang. But I only, like I said, I look for a silver lining. There's been so much crap. Oh, 5:52 there, so you're a couple hours ahead of me. Okay. Things that have happened to me. Hey, I'll finish up here in just a minute. I'm live streaming, yeah. No, but I'm live streaming now a little bit. I just know it happens for a reason. Um, oops, 4:52. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you're not. I didn't think you were 2 hours ahead of me there in Ottawa. But Nico, being able to find the silver lining, even with a lot of personal stuff, just being able to help somebody else, maybe, you know, sharing your personal experience and how it's affected you and your family and your life around you can sometimes help other people. Um, and I think that's kind of what Aiden was talking about, just trying to be a good person. You don't have to be religious or nothing, but just trying to share your experiences to help other people sort through and get through things, right? And it's huge. It's really huge. Aiden, people take offense to preachers. Myself, I take offense at preachers. There's a lot of people on TV that have claimed to be preachers or were preachers, but were in it for the wrong reason. Like you get these guys like Jimmy Swaggart back in the day, or Joel Osteen, or Oral Roberts, or these guys who they seem to, they preach, but it's all about money. Money, 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 money. You know, I That's not who I am, and that's not who I think the God that I know is, right? And like I say, I'm not going to get into that too much because it's not worth it. I don't want to offend people. Like I say, if you ask me about it, I'm more than willing to talk about it. And actually, what I'm going to do, guys, right now is because I haven't fixed my whole website or this whole thing yet, but I am going to throw my email on the chat here. You guys want to email me, things like that, not a problem. You referred to the street preachers. Yeah. You know what? Even them, these guys standing on the corner and stuff, they are trying to help, and I get it, but sometimes the ones that I guess it's all about the heart matter, right? It's all about the heart matter. So Kat's M, you have just the one son there, or is there more, or husband? No. Aiden, yeah, street preachers. Like I say, we're all destined and designed to do things. That's why I like to support Bao and James, because they're going out and they're doing things that I couldn't do or don't want to do. So, but agree with what they're doing. So that's why I like to support them, because they're doing things that I can't or won't do. Same thing with these preachers, these street corner preachers. If they want to talk to people about a God that's there, it's great. All the power to them, but it's just not for me. I'd rather you see it by my life and know who I am and find out what's different about it, if that's what you choose to do. But I'm not going to sit there and tell you you're going to hell, or tell you that if you don't have Jesus, you're done, right? Miko Max. I'm sorry, I don't know if you told me, Miko, where you live. Yeah, see, Aiden, same here. I can't do what Bao does, but I really appreciate people who try to make a small difference. And you know what? I think if these guys can do it, oh, Miko, that's right, Alberta. That's right, you live in northern Alberta. Oh, cats! Wow, you're a young mom. Good for you. But Miko, like with this accident and all those kinds of things, uh, I could only hope that you get the support that you need for that kind of thing, and that something comes forward for you. You know, um, Cat Sim sounds like you and I are fairly similar, except for, of course, I didn't get pregnant. But yeah, I was 16 when my first was born, and she was 24. So I was Krugered. But you have one that's 12 years old, and you haven't been with the father for 7 years, and you co-parent, and that is perfect when the children are first. Um, the children come first, and if we can make it about them, then yeah, Aiden, you grew up fast. Yeah, when you get stuck in those positions, um, by choice or by accident, uh, forever changes your life. Um, Love all my kids. Wouldn't change that for the world. Um, but yeah, you grow up fast. That's for sure. And guys, we're coming up on an hour, and I've got um, my oldest one's come home now, and I've got a buckload of stuff I've got to do upstairs before people come home. But I do want to thank everybody for stopping in, for having this time with me on this stream, and I'm going to try and do things a little bit more frequent. I got to find a way to get a better battery charge system for my phone. I've been threatening to get a new phone. This one's almost 4 years old. It's an iPhone 6, and I need a new one. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, you guys, like I said, you guys, I put my email there. If you guys want to send me an email, chat, talk, I'd love it. And everybody, peace out, and we'll talk soon. Again, guys, thanks for stopping in.